Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving into a fascinating piece from The Guardian. Signature moves. Are we losing the ability to write by hand? It's a really thought-provoking look at the decline of handwriting and what we might be losing in the process. Intriguing, right?
Absolutely. I mean, who hasn't experienced that awkward moment when you have to sign something important and your handwriting looks like a toddler's scribble? But this goes way beyond just bad penmanship, doesn't it?
Exactly. The article starts by discussing auto pens. You know, those machines that replicate signatures. The outrage over Rumsfeld and Dillon using them highlights how much we value the unique, personal touch of a handwritten signature. It's a symbol of authenticity, a connection to the writer.
I see. So it's not just about the signature itself, but the whole process of handwriting? The physical act of writing?
Precisely. The article explores how handwriting offers a glimpse into individuality. Think about analyzing historical documents. The quirks of a person's handwriting reveal so much about their personality and emotional state. Calligraphy, in particular, is highlighted as an art form that celebrates the human element in writing, the variation and responsiveness.
That's beautiful, but the reality is, handwriting is disappearing. The article mentions the removal of cursive from school curricula in many countries. That's a pretty significant shift. What are the consequences?
Yeah, that's a huge point. The article points out that a significant percentage of students struggle with basic handwriting. It's not just about aesthetics. It impacts reading comprehension too. If you can't write in cursive, you can't read it either. And it's not just kids. Adults are losing the skill as well.
It's a bit alarming, isn't it? The article even mentions a pastry instructor whose students couldn't pipe icing because their handwriting was too shaky. That's a practical consequence I hadn't considered. What about the cognitive aspects?
Oh, that's a crucial part. The article cites research showing that handwriting improves learning and information retention. The slower pace forces deeper processing, unlike the speed of typing. It's a more active form of learning. It's not just about the motor skills. It's about cognitive development.
Interesting. So we're losing not only a skill but also a way of learning and processing information. It's a bit like losing a muscle. The more you don't use it, the weaker it gets. The article also talks about the sensory experience of handwriting, the feel of pen on paper.
Yes, that's a really important point. The article emphasizes the tactile and sensory aspects of handwriting, the connection to the physical world. It's a far cry from the abstract nature of typing on a keyboard. It's about the mark of the hand, the unique imprint of the writer.
And the article connects this to a broader loss of embodied skills, right? The decline of handwriting is just one example of a larger trend of de-skilling. It's a loss of connection to the physical world.
Exactly. The article explores this idea beautifully, connecting handwriting to other crafts and the maker movement. It's about the value of handmade objects, the time, effort, and skill that goes into them. It's about appreciating the human touch. It's a fascinating exploration of how technology impacts our relationship with the physical world.
It's a really compelling argument. The article doesn't advocate for abandoning technology, but it urges us to be mindful of what we lose when we embrace efficiency at the expense of human experience. It's a call for balance, for a coexistence of old and new. A thoughtful piece indeed.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that progress shouldn't come at the cost of our humanity, our connection to the physical world, and the unique skills and experiences that make us human. So let's all pick up a pen and reflect on that. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.